Hi everybody in mainland China. I'm Juan Medina from Colombia, South America, and I will cover at this moment for you the question quality and characteristics. Well, this chapter of DCI level 7 is crucial to understand to get to the diamond world. So I don't know, it's a very big responsibility for me to give you this comment of my idea of what I understood of quality and characteristics. Let's begin. Well, the first thing is to remember that to touch the diamond world, we have material causes and contributing conditions. The material cause is the main seed, and the contributing conditions are the water, the sun, and the earth, so that seed can grow and ripen. Well, the main seed of this DCI level 7 is this chapter, quality and characteristics. So let's begin with the chapter. It's very important. Well, the chapter says and refers to the word chi jedrak, and they explain three different kinds of chi. The first kind of chi is the thing and its parts. Everything is composed of some parts. So let's see this example with this thing I have here. Well, this is a guitar that had some parts like these tuning keys, strings, this bridge, these frets. Well, all these parts compose the guitar. Very simple, right? But remember something very important in this first kind of chi, that some people can watch to these parts, to these elements, and they don't identify it as a guitar. Maybe they see some parts, like maybe they see some tuning keys, some frets, some strings, but they don't recognize it. Why? Because the last final part is very important. It's the part that glues all this part so you can identify a guitar. And that final part is the seed that you gotta have in your mind. So when you see the parts, you can glue them and then you can see the guitar in this case. That is the first kind of chi. Alright? Let's see the second kind of chi. The second kind of chi. Okay, in the last part, chi was the guitar and jedrak its parts. Well, the second kind of chi. The second kind of chi is the mental archetype. That is the picture you have in your mind of the things. If I say the word guitar and you have your eyes closed, you're gonna imagine something with a shape of a guitar, because you already have that mental archetype in your mind. But there are three different kinds of mental archetypes. The first mental archetype is that mental archetype you have when someone talks to you about something. I'm gonna share something that I lived 6 months ago. I always wanted to go to travel to Venice, Italy. Oh yeah, like 25 years ago I wanted to go because a lot of friends went there and they used to talk to me about Venice, Italy. So I imagine I have this mental archetype. I had this picture of a mind of this city, beautiful city with rivers instead of streets. That was very interesting for me. And before, so I went to Venice on last February, 6 months ago. So before traveling, I looked a lot of pictures and places to go over there, and I had this mental archetype in my mind. So that is the first kind of mental archetype. And then I traveled over there and I had this experience, this actual experience of being there in the place. So that was like the expression of that mental archetype, and it was a different experience, of course. And then I came back, and I remember today, I can remember that I went there 6 months ago, and I have this mental archetype in my mind, but it's a little different. But it's this kind of this, it's better, that mental archetype, that before, but it's the same mental archetype. So I can tell you this, that is very important. This picture you have in your mind of a thing, it's an unchanging thing. Usually, don't change, but the experience you have when you contact the thing, when you travel there, when you experience the picture, it's different. That changes. Okay, so the changing thing is when you have the actual expression of an unchanging thing, that is the picture that you have in your mind. So this is the second kind of chi. Let's see the third kind of chi. The third kind of chi, it's divided in two parts. Let's talk about the first, the 3A. 3A. And this refers to the chi jedrak, where chi is a set of things and jedrak is the subset, elements that belong to that big set. So in the same example I was talking to you about the guitar, the set will be the guitars, every guitar. But that set, it has different kinds of guitar. This is an electric guitar that belongs to the set of the guitar. This is an acoustic guitar that also belongs to that set. And this is a silent Yamaha guitar that also belongs to that set. So these are three different kinds of guitar that belongs to that set. So this 3A kind of chi is referring to how do you call it? General and specific. And you can ask yourself, how can I test if I have this idea good in my mind? Well, think about that to be a jedrak of a chi, but not every guitar it is a Fender. But every Fender guitar, every Fender Telecaster is a guitar. So to be the one, you gotta be the number two. That's something that you gotta ask always in this first idea of chi jedrak 3A. And then this is the second part of the third kind of chi, and it's the 3B. And here comes the words quality and characteristics. And chi as a quality and jedrak as characteristic. Let's see first the word quality. What is quality? Quality means something that you gotta have to be that thing. Let's explain it with the example. Quality, in this case, and this example I'm talking about, is or are, quality are all the guitars in the world. Quality, it's something that have all the guitars. To be a guitar, you gotta have something, and we can call it here guitarness. Guitarness is the quality, is the word quality. So quality is we are not talking about if it's something good or bad. No, quality, we are talking about that you gotta have something to be part of that. In this case, I am saying that if you wanna be a guitar, you gotta have guitarness, the quality of guitarness. That is the first word, quality. The second word is characteristic, and a lot of people misunderstand the word characteristic in this chapter, because characteristic, I'm gonna tell you what it's not. For us in this chapter, characteristic of a guitar, it's not that this guitar is black, that this is an electric guitar, that is, this is a Fender guitar, that this guitar has the characteristics like blackness, like pickups or microphones over here. We are not talking about the features of a guitar. We are not talking about the characteristic of a guitar. The word characteristic in this chapter means that you have that quality to be part of it. Characteristic means that if this thing wanna be a guitar, it has to have guitarness. So let me clarify this, because this is the most important concept of all the chapter. This is a Fender Telecaster that is characteristic of guitarness. That means, in better words, that this Fender Telecaster exhibits or shows guitarness, and that's why it's a guitar. That is the word characteristic, okay? And this Yamaha guitar exhibits and shows also guitarness. This Yamaha is characteristic of guitarness, and that is the word, that is the third kind of chi, okay? So it's very clear that we have 4 kinds of chis. Let's recap. First kind of chi is just the thing and its parts, and very important. The last final part is the seat. The second kind of chi is the mental archetype, and the third kind, the 3A kind of chi is the general and specific, and the 3B is quality and characteristics. Okay, so quality also it's like the picture in your mind that has that word, that thing, guitarness. Okay, it's very and the characteristic, always remember, it's not a noun, it's an adjective. Okay, so let me ask you something. If I say guitar, it's a picture in your mind, it's a mental archetype, right? But if I say an electrical guitar, Fender guitar, now you can identify the details. And if I touch this guitar, for me it's not an archetype, not anymore. It's a real guitar. It's different. I can see the materials, the colors. So the question to conclude this chapter is, are these both different? This picture that you have in your mind, that quality, that guitarness that you have in your mind, that archetype that you have in your mind is different than this real guitar? Yes, right? It seems different, but the conclusion is they are both the same. That picture that you have in your mind and that guitar, that picture of the guitar that you have in your mind, and this real guitar that you can grab in your hand, yeah, they are both are the same. And do you know why? You have to meditate on this. They are the same because they are both a picture in your mind. They both are a seed in your mind. They both are a luminous image that comes out from your mind. That archetype, that picture in your mind that you have very fuzzy in your mind, that it's the same that this guitar that you see over here. Alright? That is very important to meditate on that. I hope you liked it, my explanation, and I wanna thank John Lin for translating this explanation and for contacting me with you all over there in that beautiful country. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.